Wednesday, the 12th of September. It's a government day. With me today, I've got Kiritapu Allan, who is a new Member of Parliament in this after the last election, and she's here to help me with a bit of interpretation, seeing it's Māori Language Week. Welcome, Kiri.
Tēnā koe, he te mana whakawā.
Tēnā koe. So today we start off the Parliament with questions. The first question is David Seymour to the Minister of Housing and Urban Development. Does he believe the residential property market as currently regulated leads to excessive profits for landlords? Now, what would that be, Kiritapu, if when translated?
So, kaya koe te minita take whare, whānake taone. E whakapuna ana ia he nui te hua kāriro, I te kaire te whare, I raro I ngā tikanga o te wā, a te mākete a kāinga. You okay?
Right? No. I'm here for general education. I'm not going to run through. I'm not going to run through something as long as that. But what you can do. The next question, Simon Bridges, to the Prime Minister. What's the word for Prime Minister?
Premier.
Premier, which is what we used to call our Prime Ministers. You know, back in the day. When we first set up our parliamentary system.
Or te premier or premier, both are okay.
Yep. So what about right honourable? Honourable. What is honourable?
Te honore.
Te honore. So if I was going to say the right honourable Prime Minister,
I would say te tino honore.
Te tino honore premier.
E te premier.
E te premier. Yeah, we'll have to think about that. Okay, does she still stand by all her government statements and actions?
E tautoko tonu anu, e tautoko tonu ana ia I ngā tauaki mahi hoki a tona kāwanatanga.
So, and that's a sort of like a general question which can go anywhere, as we're likely to discover today. And in fact, the supplementaries don't have to be consistent. There is an ability with a general question like that to ask a whole pile of different supplementaries. Next question, Dr. Duncan Webb to the Minister of Finance, and I know that's Pūtea. What actions, if any, is he taking to enhance New Zealand's fiscal settings and framework? Amy Adams asking if the Minister of Finance stands by all of the government statements and actions in relation to the New Zealand economy. Another question for from Judith Collins to the Minita Take Whare. Does he agree with all the reported statements of his government on Kiwi Build? Michael Wood to the Minister of Housing and Urban Development. What progress has been made towards the government's Kiwi Build targets? Paul Goldsmith, Minister of Finance, about the business partnership agenda and productivity. Then we go to Nick Smith, State Services, on the Chief Technology Officer. Jamie Strange to the Associate Minister of Education on providing options for children and young people with complex learning needs support requirements. So we then, after that, go on to the general debate. How would one describe a general debate?
So we'd say it's a tau patu patu whānui. So.
Tau patu patu whānui.
That's right.
Tau patu patu whānui.
That's exactly right.
That sounds like a bit of an all-in.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
You know about the patu patu.
We then go into the State Sector and Crown Entities Reform Bill, the committee stages of that. It's a bill which means Crown Entities and State Sector Act to get basically better accountability in the state services. The Financial Services Legislation Amendment Bill, the second reading, Chris Whawhoi is in charge of that. And the Education Amendment Bill, second reading, is in the name of Chris Hipkins. How would you say education bill?
Te pire mātauranga.
Okay. And then there's another bill which we might get onto, which is the committee stages of the Teaching Council of Aotearoa Amendment Bill. So it's an interesting day, quite a variety in the House. The Leader of the House, Minister of Education, Chris Hipkins, has got a lot of the work to do. He'll be doing the heavy lifting this afternoon and this evening.
In our taupatu whānui, you can also expect to hear several speeches from the government members that will all be in te reo. So that can be a bit exciting for this afternoon.
That is something which is really exciting, and it's something which, which I've watched the development of in my time in Parliament, the way that things have run, the requirements for members to provide their own translations have gone. But it's really important to let people who are watching on television, looking at the websites, know that interpretations are available on the other channel. Thank you.